There are really only four sizes of private equity funds which are raised, and they have specific names and meanings which you will hear all the time. The first size of a private equity fund is between $100 and $500 million. And these are virtually always called growth and expansion funds. It relies on the founders to have had a demonstrated track record of investing in companies with between a, let's say, $50 million enterprise value or value of the company to, let's say, $150 million. Not all $300 or $400 or $500 million funds are growth and expansion funds. In fact, it's quite common for a $300 or $400 million fund to be what we call medium-scale buyout funds. And a medium-scale buyout fund ranges from $250 million up to about $1 billion. So there is a crossover at the lower end of a medium-scale buyout fund and the higher end of a growth and expansion fund. Where the two funds compete completely differently is on the scale of businesses that they can invest in. A medium-scale buyout fund is looking to buy businesses. Remember, they're looking to buy a majority position, and they'd be looking at companies worth at least $75 million up to companies worth, say, a maximum of $500 million. Now let's look at the type of fund which needs to be raised if the investment strategy is to buy companies with values of, say, $500 million up to $1 billion. Obviously, they have to be bigger funds. And we call these large-scale domestic buyout funds. And they go out there to raise funds of between $1 billion and $5 billion, which allows them to acquire businesses quite easily up to a value of roughly $1 billion. The fourth category of funds which investors put their money into are the global giants. They raise funds between $5 billion, and some of them even raise funds of up to $20 billion. And because of the scale of the capital which they can allocate, they can do any size deal.